Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, super thanks, super chats, everything. Give me 1 second. I definitely want to thank someone for the super thanks. Give me 1 second. Let me go to it. It was I will find it. Hold on a second. I need to. Um, I'm so bad with this thing here. Uh, I'll find it. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy. And let's see what the message the Spirit has for us this evening. Hey, J. Mike. Hey, Saida. Um, this one. Um, you all. Yes, Donna. Donna, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Shaylin. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Hey, Addie. Hey, High Priestess. Hey, Diesel Gravy. How are you? See, somebody thought that you was going to change your mind. But not only do they see you're not changing your mind, that you were serious, but they also see that you're standing on business. Bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's almost like, something about this idea, this new step, something that's worth whatever this is. It's almost like, like, hey, someone has like a something that's new that's like, if you're not giving to me, I'm not giving to you. Whether it's a new plan, new idea, some new opportunity, but whatever it is, someone, if you're not giving to them, they're not going to give to you. Hey, Alicia, how are you? I love you more, and I'm having a great evening. I feel like, you actually spoke something. You and this Queen of Wands may have had to have some words so that somebody knew you meant what you said only because you said what you meant. And now they're in like this depression, or they're sad, they regret it because they put something out that they can't take back, and you know exactly what it is. They put something out there they cannot take back. You know that they want to come to you. You know they want to speak to you. You already know they want to apologize. They want to give you your flowers. You know that, but you also know that they know you ain't having it. They put themselves in this position, and they shocked that you standing on business, baby. Whatever this was that they decided that they wanted to do, you came out with that sword of truth and you chopped that shit down. You already know what time it is. What's the message, Spirit? Your ancestors, passed over ancestors, are in the building. They're the ones who's come out to kick ass and take name. Somebody is shocked. They shocked at you. They did not know. They had no clue. They had no clue that you was standing on business. You said it. You made your decision up, especially whenever I feel like somebody was trying to get in the middle of your relationship. They was trying to do something like they was trying to steal your gift. They was trying to take this and feeling like, they could take from you. Now they're finding out they couldn't. Now they're finding out that whatever you said, you meant what you said, and then you left the swords right there for them to deal with that bullshit. You was like, play with somebody else, but don't play with me. Mm-hmm. Yep. This could be having to do with, a household or something. Somebody thought that they was running the show. That's what it was. Somebody thought that they was running the show in this little family, in this group, in this gathering, until they had to find out the hard way. You ain't running a damn thing except your mouth. That was it. Yeah, somebody thought that they had to pull the wool over somebody's eyes and they was going to get away with something. They ain't getting away with shit. They ain't getting away with shit because that ass is stuck. I feel like you're not even helping this person. Like you were turning a blind eye, like, damn, well, that's too bad. Anyway, can I get this and this and this off the menu? You don't give a damn anymore. Somebody knows this. Especially whenever you had to have words with somebody. And whenever you had words, they knew that was the last time. Yes, you made your decision. You stood your ground and you've been standing your ground. This person has definitely been in spiritual jail since then for fucking around. Talk about a FAFO. They didn't did it. They didn't fucked around way too much. Hey, Lightworker William. Like I said, you know the truth and you know to protect yourself. They're not going to be able to get away with anything. Not like they thought they was. Once again, they thought they was running something only to find out they was just jaw-jacking, talking out the side of their neck, running their mouth. That was it. What they should have did was shut the hell up. Yeah. But you knew what somebody was doing and saying because you felt that energy. The energy don't lie. And you really felt that energy. It don't lie. That, and it's like just like you feeling that energy now. Somebody want to come back and apologize. Energy don't lie. It's the same person that you had words with. It's the same one. Now they in regret. Now they want to wipe the slate clean and they want to come towards you and work on this. It don't work like that. It never works like that. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody thought their ship was going to come in. They thought something was going to come in. But you know what? They didn't use any introspection. They didn't even think deeply about what they've done. All they know is they didn't think that you would find out. That's what it was. They did not think that you would find out their dirty little secret. But you found out. You found out, and everybody else found out too. And now, those asses been found out. Especially since, you was by yourself. It's like you was having to figure things out by yourself, but you did it. They expected you to be all up in your emotions. You were, but you was in those spiritual emotions. And you know what? And you knew you figured the shit out because it's like you started having, it's like you was having a dream or something, being spiritually led. And that's when you knew that you was on the right track, on the right way. Somebody thought that they was going to have that secret love, but no, that's what was going to take from you. This was supposed to have been your gift. And they thought that they was just going to like this hand. I'll take that, please. Now, they said that they thought they was going to take something, especially once you started speaking your truth. And you spoke it loud and wide, and it went far. Everybody's hearing about it. And you know what? They remembering shit from before. They're remembering shit from before. And they actually kind of feel bad that they didn't step in and say something, speak up about something. Because they knew whatever somebody was doing, it was just out of jealousy. It was just out of spite and hate. But they remember. But you know what they say? It just ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And now it looked like the rabbit got the gun. And that gun is locked and loaded. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody is overburdened, to say the least. They don't know what to do. They don't know how they're going to get out of this. That somebody is looking at everything that they put you through. They're thinking about that load that you had to carry up that mountain, and they sat there and watched you carry it by your damn self. They thinking about this, and how they was just gossiping about you. And then, and what else? And everybody was just eating it up, thinking that they had some secret information about you. They didn't have shit, because it was all a lie. There was no secret information. And if they did think they had some secret information, intelligence is going to ask you to check that shit out before you just believe it wholeheartedly. Even if somebody said, well, I'm not sure, but let me look. That's better than, what? Oh my gosh. So-and-so said it. This emperor said it. It's got to be true. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? What's the message? Yeah, I feel like somebody's life, they feel like them and that magic is on pause. They don't want to do nothing else. They telling people, hold that shit down. Hold that shit down. Let's not do nothing else. Let's wait and see what happens. Because see, they feel like if they don't do anything, then people are not going to feel that, oh yeah, they was using this black magic. They feel like people will go, well, no, I really didn't see anything. But that's not it. That ain't it at all. See, they think that just because they attacked you, but now they're going to wait and try and let the dust settle before they start attacking you again. Like they're supposed to do something. Yeah, like hold back. Let's not do anything. But then we're going to attack her again. And it's just going to be everybody attacking her at the same time, or him, whoever. Trying to hold the dust down. But they're not going to get a chance. Not at all. Not at all. Especially whenever it comes to, because I feel like somebody's going to bring you an offer. Somebody's going to make you an offer. And this is somebody that, you would work well with. You'd be great in a relationship with, or this could be, a family unit, a mother, a father, and a child. But somebody's going to make you some sort of offer. I'm telling you, somebody's going to make you some sort of offer. And I feel like you're going to take it. Because it's almost like now somebody, they see you. They see you now. It's like they've been waiting for some type of information to come in, but like the information that was coming in, they wasn't impressed at all. But now the information that's come in, it's definitely piqued their interest because they find out it's not like they was told. What's the message? Especially when you find out it wasn't, it was not as it was told. It was a lie. And then it broke this person's heart. It upset this person. It upset this person to think that, you know what? They gave somebody the benefit of the doubt, but yet they didn't just kind of like discount everything or throw you under the bus or jump on the bandwagon. They wanted to kind of hold back and see. And now they know the truth. They know the truth about what somebody's plan was. But you know what? Comes around, goes around. And now it's somebody's turn to get it. And they are upset because this lie was out. How somebody tried to come in and take something from you. Once again, this is somebody that's like, I'll take that. Thank you. Like they were just going to help themselves to what was yours. Like they was going to take your spiritual gifts, your inheritance. Like they was going to take your will money or whatever this was. But you knew how to protect yourself. Plus you was in that protective bubble. It's like God said, not today. Not to motherfucking day today. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? This entire, the whole town's laughing at me. Silly fool, how you lose such a good thing. That's what I'm hearing. The whole town is talking about somebody. Like, how did they mess this up? You know, it's like, how did you mess it? This shit don't even make sense. What did you do? Because you did something. What did you do to make this person leave? And then have the nerve to think that this person was going to come back? Especially whenever everybody's finding out there's shit that you did. See, somebody decided that it was time for them to speak their truth, to say what was going on beneath all that at the very bottom, how somebody had been in their emotions, what they actually had to go through. This is somebody who's actually coming up from all of those emotions. And this person is now using their head over their heart. This is how people know that you have stepped up and you are in that Empress energy. And this is why somebody's getting justice, karma, what they deserve. But don't you worry, because Spirit is sending something into you quickly. And this is going to be something that you absolutely love. What's the message? But that group, that people, whoever's finding out that you're standing on business, they going through something, because people don't like being lied to. Even if they are liars don't like being lied to. Hey, Mickey Lynn, did I say that right? You're fine. You are right on time. Yes, good. Things went down last night with that bully. Good. Yep. And so it's like people were sitting here thinking about how they worked to worked with that person, and now they are upset, and they looking at this person. They're looking at them. They're looking at somebody who has something that they was trying to do. This person was egotistical. This person thought they was just a shit. This person is humbled tonight. And somebody else who thought that they was going to be able to get away with some shit, like planting all these seeds thinking that some shit was going to grow. No, that shit is not growing at all. Or you know what? Actually, I take that back. That shit is growing. But this is somebody who, like I said, we saw that king and that queen of pentacles with that child. Maybe this is somebody who's like trying to plant seeds to grow their family. That would make sense. What else? Let's see what else. I kind of feel like somebody who thought they could get away with something and not. What else, Spirit? What's up with that King of Pentacles? Okay, yeah. So this King of Pentacles has this plan to complete some type of cycle. Like they want to complete something. But for whatever reason, it's I feel like they started off one way, but then they found that, like at the very last moment, some information came out which made this person kind of like stop and think. I don't know if it was clearly, logically, but made them kind of stop and think like, whoa, 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 kind of getting themselves together. Because I feel like what they were looking at, or I don't know if it was something that scared them, but whatever this was, somebody trying to do something. And that's what it was. They was like, what did you do? What did you do? You did something to make somebody leave. And then whenever they found out what that person did, they were shocked. Because then they realized that this person has a whole nother side to them that they did not know. Like, how could you do that? Yeah, they were shocked. They didn't know about this person's, like they finding out about somebody else's other side. They was, like somebody 7 of Cups, here's 4 of Cups. Like they thought that the family was good or something, but almost like they're finding out now there was something that they didn't see. This is odd. Okay, so what they didn't see was somebody was in their ego. And this is okay, so this is somebody who thought that they was going to grow their family, but at this point, because somebody was in their ego, they feel like, no, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to take that step. Because they saying that, no, I'm good, because they don't want the headache. They don't want a headache. What else, Spirit? What else? Because these secrets, somebody is interested to get down to the bottom of something. They really want to know. This may be somebody who's traveling towards you. This could have to do with the Cancer too. This is somebody who may be trying to travel towards you because they want to ask questions about, this King of Cups. Like what was going on? What was going on here between this King and Queen of Cups. And why was this? Why was they told that this Queen of Cups was fighting everybody? But see, the Queen of Cups wasn't fighting anyone. Wasn't fighting anyone. The Queen of Cups really was the one who was, always loving, always there, always this, always that. But that somebody's starting to find out the truth. They're starting to listen. Not only are they listening, but they're looking. They're observing. It's like something about their perception. And maybe their perception is changing. Because I kind of feel like somebody was thinking they was going to go all in, but then something came out. And maybe what they actually see is that, you know what? That perception is changing. You're not fighting with everybody. You're the one that's got the love. You're the one that has the strength. And you've always been strong. You've always been like this. You've always been somebody who was taking care of business. So for some reason, for somebody to think that you was not going to stand on business this time, they was wrong. Because you've always stood on business. You've always taken care of business. What's the message? Hola, Marcia. Hey, Kathleen. Buenas noches. Yes. What time is it where you're at, Marcia? What's the message? Yeah. Now somebody understands the reason why you walked away. Because of these lies. Because of somebody and their lies. And what they actually lied about. And what they was actually trying to do to get it. Okay. Oh, Rio de Janeiro. Y'all, I'm going to go visit Marcia. I'm going to Rio. What's the message, Spirit? We're going to pull another deck. This one. Seven of Swords. What can I get away from these lies? I'm telling you, somebody thought they could lie on you. They could speak ill of your name. They could steal from you. They could do this. They could do that. They thought they could be a straight up thief in your life. And they actually even had the audacity and the nerve to think that you was going to be coming back. But now they see you ain't coming back at all. Not only are you not coming back at all, but you ain't even thinking about them. You ain't even worried about them. And you left this person so that they can fight their own demons. Because you was tired of trying to help their ass. Thank you, Marcia. Same here. Mikasa Sukasa. Yep. Now somebody they want to, because they realize you ain't coming back. And they have to fight their own demons. And you know what? They're stuck. They are stuck right there, trying to fight their own demons. It's like somebody got stuck with some type of spell that they can't get out of. And now it's like something about these three men, a king of swords, a king of cups, and the emperor. One older person and two younger people. These people are stuck. These three men, they're stuck in that lie. And they hurt. They hurt. And the reason they're hurt is because, you know what? They didn't think that you was it's like they lied on you, thinking that you was by yourself, and they lied on this lover. They were sitting there saying, like the three of them testifying, no, like you had a whole bunch of lovers or something. There ain't nobody there. There ain't nobody there. And they thought they was going to be able to get away with it, like everybody was going to believe. No, they don't. They see that you telling the truth. They see that you whatever it is that you stand on business about, you standing on business about that shit. This could have been somebody from the past that you thought that you was going to have some type of long lasting relationship with. You thought that y'all would be a family or something. You thought this was going to be happily and happily ever after. But it's not. Somebody wants to bring you something. They want to come. They want to apologize to you. They want to bring you a gift because the truth is out. And what they want to do, they want to try and save face because they don't want everybody to know what they've done, how they had their hand on the spirit. What's the message? I definitely feel that King of Swords, King of Cups, and then that Emperor, another sign, gossip, is to take down the difference what that do, how many lives they had to spill or nothing. Because they just knew they was going to get their wish fulfillment. They knew everything was going to go in their way. But then all of a sudden, shit just started kind of getting weird. Like, things just started happening. And they started getting, like, shit like, I know I put that right here, but now all of a sudden it's right there. Or, I just had this. Where did it go? Like, shit started getting weird. I feel like, it was almost like it was like something that you had said or some stance that you had to make. Almost like they thought that things was going to go their way, but then all of a sudden shit started getting really weird. It's almost like because God was here, definitely, and you were here, definitely. But whatever they was trying to do, it wasn't going to work out. For whatever reason, and I don't see that 10 of Cups around here, but it's almost like somebody was being haunted. That's what I'm kind of getting with the 7 of Cups. Like somebody was being haunted, maybe from a passed over loved one or something. Like let's just say that somebody's father, or they passed over father, they passed over mother, somebody that passed over started moving shit around. That's why they was kind of like, well, wait a minute, I just saw it right there. Now where it's at? Oh, I just had it. Where's it at? I just know that whatever you said left somebody out in the cold. Now somebody is definitely regretting any of actions that they made. Any type of actions that they made, because then all of a sudden things started moving fast. But it was what was moving fast, some type of information that was moving fast that they couldn't control. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like I'm telling you, I passed over loved ones that was here, like looking at you or protecting you since you was a child, or you've had this special place, or you have a special place in someone's heart, even if they don't know it's almost like something's happening in somebody's life, and they can't control shit. That's why somebody must apologize, because this truth is out. They thought you were going to come back. They thought you was going to beg them. I think this is the end of this energy. I'm hoping it's the same energy. Yeah. Something about somebody's making a plan. Hey, clean them waters. Somebody's making a plan. And what they want to plan is they want to give to you now because they didn't give to you before. And whatever's happening, that I feel like somebody can't take it. It's hard for them to take. This King of Pentacles, like I said, information is coming quickly. They don't know what to do. And all I know is they have regrets for how they treated you in the past. They have regrets for how they treated you in the past. That's why somebody wants to quickly travel towards you. They want to offer some type of apology before all of this shit comes out. Because I feel like, you know what's getting ready to happen. They know what's getting ready to happen. Shit is getting ready to come out. But now they trying to take your temperature. They spying on you, trying to check your temperature, see if this is a good time or not. Because before they was trying to fight with you, and now they want to act like they love you. But you know that's that's a lie. It's like you already know that's a lie. And they want to come in, they want to lie to you some more. That's all that is. They want to lie to you some more because they feel like they're getting fucked up. You know they're getting fucked up. And they're only worrying about trying to save their ass. That's it. They know they're getting fucked up. You know they're getting fucked up. But this is justice. This is exactly what they deserve. This is what they're going to get. And when they feel like that shit is over, then they still got to take care of this too. I'm telling you, somebody is getting fucked up. Not only is, and this could be, like if they worked with two different people, or one person's getting this type of curse, the other person's getting this type of curse. Somebody's getting the curse of being overburdened, having all these responsibilities that ain't yours, where somebody is blaming you for all this shit. And then the other one is people is just dogging them, stabbing them in their back. This person can't catch a break. Nothing that, like, somebody gonna be known as the town liar. Someone's gonna be known as the emotional dump, and the other person's gonna be known as the town liar. Something is coming through. Something is coming through. Because here you are, you've been by yourself, not bothering anyone, staying to yourself, but yet they still have something to say about you. They still have something to say about you. It's so funny how people do shit and they think that they'll be okay. And they go, well, if it comes back to me, it comes back to me. Whatever. But see, they fail to realize that if they're still here and they're doing all this shit, depending on who they do it to and what they've done, it could affect their entire family. Them, their siblings, them and their siblings' kids, them and their siblings' grandkids, and so forth and so on and so forth and so on. And I feel like your past over ancestors are here to make that shit happen. Yep. Somebody said, "Oh, you wanna do a curse? Let's do a curse. You get cursed with this. That's what your ass get, and then somebody else get cursed with that. That's what your ass get. Either way, the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card, they both getting karma. They both getting karma. That's why somebody want to come in. They want to give you a gift because this truth is coming out, and they don't want the whole truth and the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to come out. They want to be like, well, wait a minute. Yeah, I want to give you this. Do you need a big 84-inch flat screen TV? I'm just gonna buy it. I was just gonna buy it and give it to you and stock up your freezer. And I was gonna do this. And you know what? I was thinking you sure do deserve a Maserati nowadays. Let's go down onto the car dealership. You know, I don't want you to have no Volkswagen. I want you to get top of the line, baby, top of the line. Because they afraid, as they should be. Like they say, be afraid, be very afraid. What's the message? Because somebody's ancestors is in the building. What's the message? Anything else from this stack? Ooh. Somebody feel like they cannot take it anymore. Like they can't even defend themselves. They cannot take it anymore. Yes, they sure can't because they was not praising God. They was not praying to God. We don't know who they was praying to, but they wasn't praying to God. Hey, K Hyphy. Yep. But you knew what they was praying to and what they was doing, and that's why you was able to defend yourself, close this cycle, and whenever you close that cycle, you close them right up in there with that spell. That's some shit right there. And then you spoke about it. You told everybody how they tried to leave you out in the cold. You know, like you was like you told everybody what you even had to go through. Like they treated you like you was a scapegoat. How these two were bullying you, coming against you. You know, trying to strike at you. One was younger, one was older. You know, and because they didn't want you to have anybody. They didn't want anyone to go towards you. They didn't want you to have any help. And so whenever you got all the help that you needed and you became victorious, like I said, that's when shit got weird for them. That's when shit started moving around. That's when it was like, oh, I'm so thirsty. Let me get some water. Oh, let me go into the next room. They go into the next room and they're like, what the fuck is that water cup doing right there? I just drank water from out there. Shit started getting weird. They started getting scared. To see, somebody thought that they was they was going to do something and you would never be able to figure this out. You know, they didn't believe. Number one, they didn't believe that you was an earth angel, you know, or that you had angels helping you on your side. They didn't believe that, and they didn't believe that you was gifted. They didn't believe that you had intuition. They didn't believe that you was going to use that intuition. They thought that they could outsmart you because they was hiding some shit. Can't make this up. Like there was a whole relationship that they thought they could hide from you. You knew what time it was. That's why you let this person figure out by their damn self. You ain't fucking coming back. Ain't nothing coming in. When you left, you fucking left. Cry me a motherfucking river. You know, this person thought that they was holding back and keeping some shit secret about who they was working with. Police, if you ain't nothing, you gifted. If you ain't nothing, you intuitive. You knew that, you know, what they was trying to do, that and then was trying to gaslight you. He's trying to offer you little piddly bullshit, and then sit back on and say shit, and then sit back and see how it was that affecting you. Really, what they wanted to do was fuck up your heart. They wanted to turn you so mean, so bitter. And it was almost like it was just a game to them. They didn't really care. They were just trying to see if they could knock you off your square. They could get you to change from that sweet person to some ugly, mean, vile, nasty, subhuman, inhumane creature like them. No loyalty, none. Something is not working either. Something is never going to work. It's never going to work. It's never coming back. And that could be you. But you're the one who's going to get the wish fulfillment. Because, what these people try to do is they try to, like I said, they try to keep you out in the cold. They even tried to gaslight you. And them motherfuckers was trying to work together to do this shit. They was trying to fuck up your finances and everything. They didn't want you to be independent. They wanted you to be on your last legs. But that's not what's happening. That ain't what's happening. Because not only did you reclaim your throne, you reclaimed your inheritance. You knew what time it was. And these people, they trapped themselves, and now they're worried about it. This is not the time for you to worry about it now, boo. You should have been worrying about it before you did that shit. That's what you should have did. Let me worry about how this could possibly turn out not in my favor. That's what you should have done. Not worrying about it when it's after you did it. It's done. It's a done deal. You can't, like Cher's song, If I Could Turn Back Time. You can't. All you can do is sing about it. But you really cannot turn it back. What's the message? Yeah, somebody thought that, like I said, they thought that they could just easily take from you. Like you had sucker written all over you. I'm a sucker. Sucker, 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 sucker. Look in the back of me. Sucker. Look, I even got a stick. I'm a sucker, sucker. Ain't nobody no damn sucker like that. And then this King of Cups and this Emperor, oh, them two. They heartbroke. They fighting. They don't see eye to eye no more. They don't trust each other no more. They don't trust each other no more, especially after you spoke about what they was trying to do. You talked about it. You pointed them out. You put them on front motherfucking street. What's the message? What else, Spirit? Yeah, see, it was all fun and games when they was working together, but now ain't shit no fun and games at all. They don't want to work together now. What's all this stuff that happened? Yeah, they don't want to work together because they was sitting here lying, making up shit, creating burdens, trying to do some black magic against you because they wanted your opportunities to go away. They wanted your finances to be all fucked up. They didn't want you to be able to build anything. But what happened? You got through. You had a breakthrough. You had a breakthrough. And now like I said, now somebody is worried because all that shit that they did is headed right back to them. And you ain't coming back. That's the part this person act like they don't understand. You ain't coming back. If they want something, they need to work on them and trust and believe they want something. The same thing they wanted when they was trying to take you out in the first damn place. And this is somebody who's in spiritual jail for trying to steal your inheritance, your spiritual inheritance. This motherfucker is in jail. They ain't getting out. Somebody ain't getting out. This could be a Sagittarius, and they worried as fuck. They worried as fuck. Somebody was sitting there even trying to see if maybe they could send a messenger or something like that, send a secret, decoded message, and maybe you would just think, well, this person is okay. No, you was like, you know what? Miss me with all this, and in fact, leave me the fuck alone. See, this father son, whoever duo, they didn't see all this shit happening. They didn't imagine this happening. They didn't realize what they had when they had it. But they realize it now because this Queen of Cups know all the damn secrets. Got all the damn secrets. Got all the tea. Got all the tea. You hear them sirens? Hey, Malcolm. If you couldn't hear them sirens, there were some sirens out there, and they scared. Somebody may be getting locked up. Telling you, somebody else is going to spiritual jail too because they broke a spiritual law, messing up this relationship that was not theirs to mess up. This is the police coming for their ass. Get them, police. Get them. What's the message? How you doing, Malcolm? What's the message? They didn't realize what they was doing when they was doing it, but they realized that shit now. I know I did see some cards. They realize that shit now. Now they see that the only thing that's coming into them for that shit to put out is what they deserve. What you put out is what you get back, right? So they sent out these attacks, but these attacks are coming right back to them, and the devil is coming in to collect its money. Somebody is trying to work off their debt. Good luck. Good luck. But see, this is somebody who, thought they was running the show anyway. Like they was just, had all the power, all the control. Exactly like Worker William, universal laws of return. The spirit is moving you forward. You're going to get your wish fulfillment because you cracked this code. You cracked this bullshit ass code that they had. They had some whatever the word was, you said it. You said it. What else, Spirit? Now they sitting here. Somebody they want to talk to you. They want to kind of, why would you do this? But they can't. They can't even approach you. And someone is being warned to leave you the fuck alone. Somebody is being warned to leave you alone. Because it's like you didn't see the first time that this person was connected to God. Someone is like this King of Wands just be like, no, just leave it alone. Because if they don't know, maybe they won't be talking about it, and maybe they don't know everything, but you know everything. See, they think that they can if somebody leaves it alone and the dust settles, then you're gonna look like you lying. You ain't lying. You ain't got nothing to lie about. You don't have a damn thing to lie about. Anything else? Yeah, somebody is saying it on business stuff. They knew that you was gonna come back. Not you. Not this lifetime. Not today. You ain't going, no. Not you. Not this lifetime. And not today. You out. You out. You done saved yourself. You done prayed about it. Spirit said, get in the boat. You got in the boat. You followed your intuition. And you following your intuition, getting in the boat, leaving. Confirmation has put them in a sad and sorry situation. Now they feel like fools because you know what, you made that judgment call against them three motherfuckers that was planning some shit on you. They feel foolish for even coming up after you. You know, like what three men want to try and take down one woman? You got to be an awfully weak ass person to try and do that. You know, got to be awfully weak. Right, J Mike? Got in the boat. Mm-hmm. Thinking they're gonna get a wish fulfillment. Please. Not for doing this fuck shit, you not. Especially whenever you sitting here trying to hurt somebody. That's why that ass can't protect itself at all. They think that they can just protect themselves, but I'm telling you, they wonder why this weird shit is happening to them. They are really scared. But see, they realize it was their ancestors that's working their ass. Them ancestors is getting that ass. Because they was lying on you and the ancestors said you better stop. They was lying on you. Now somebody wanna act like I'm so proud of you. I want to give you this love. But you know not to trust that shit. You know that ain't the for real thing. It's just that this person know that they are in spiritual jail. I'm locked up. They in spiritual jail. They can't get out if they want to. They cannot get out if they want to. And they're watching you get that good karma, that dharma. They're watching everything happen wonderfully for you, like dominoes. And you getting, I'm telling you, and you getting blessed. Spirit has said, no, this, you ain't even got time to worry about that bullshit. And them lies, them secrets, them mistruths, all that shit that they said, all that shit that they did, all that shit is over. You know why? Once again, you cracked the motherfucking code, baby. You got them in a position they had no idea that they would be in. Somebody tried to tell them. But them three motherfuckers thought they were so smart. But they found out they wasn't as smart as you. And that's the truth. And so when somebody thought that they was going to be taking something of yours, they thought they was going to take something of yours that was dear and precious to their heart, to your heart, only to find out you didn't even want that shit. Here, you can have that shit. You know? You can have that shit. Somebody thought they was taking something from you, or they had this great idea they was going to ruin your home life or whatever. Okay, so what they tried to do was, ruin your home life, only to find out somebody's under investigation now for some shit that they did, for trying to ruin your home life. The cops was coming, and it's gonna get everybody that they work with. And trust me, there is going to be somebody that's squealing like a stuck pig. Okay? You're the chosen one. You're the one that God knew to choose you to break this generational curse, baby, because God had all faith in confirmation. God had all faith in you. You was the chosen one that God chose because you had all the faith to break this damn generational curse, and it was done. Now you can rest easy. You can rest easy. God said, well done, my child. You can rest easy. You move that shit from you and you put it right back on the rightful heirs. Those who started that bullshit. And now they are so upset. They don't know what they're going to do. They're trying to plan some shit. They don't know what they're going to do. Well, maybe if we apologize. No, keep that shit. Somebody knows that they ego led them down the wrong road. They can't sleep at night. They know they acted too strong. Be strong, but don't act too fucking strong. That's what they did. Somebody that they know they was in the thick and thin. They was in the thick of it with you ever since they was a little child or from a long time ago. Y'all have been knowing each other for a long time, but yet at the same time, somebody acted like they can't see the real you. Like, oh, I don't have a clue anymore. Like they didn't see how somebody was trying to even come against you in the first damn place. They thought that, oh, I'm just not really going to do it. I'm going to turn a blind eye. Well, them turning that blind eye, their ass got left too. That shit started coming back on their ass too. That's why that King of Cups is out in the cold, turning a fucking blind eye. Speak up, say something when you see something. Now somebody want to be healed from trying to do all this black magic, thinking that they was going to get something. They did get something. Look what they got. They did all this, but what they got was a generational curse. That was it. That's the only thing that they worked up on. And they thought they was going to work up on something else. They did. They worked up on a generational curse. And then this Queen of Wands, like I said, everybody left her ass alone. And this bitch thought that somebody was going to come back and save her. No. Mm-mm. Not after you got in the middle of some shit. No. Save yourself, bitch. Save your fucking self. See, this emperor thought that they was going to be able to fight you, and they was going to be able to overpower you. But you sure the fuck couldn't overpower that spoken word. You couldn't overpower the truth because the truth won. The truth wins every single damn day. Every day. Yep. It could be some mother talking to a child, and they telling the child the truth about this whole family, this whole group, or about this inheritance, or about about this curse. But see, somebody didn't want to listen. They didn't want to hear what you had to say. They thought you was talking bullshit until they find that they confirmation get this generational curse, and it's going around and around and around. This is what they're going to feel for several lifetimes. All this because they want to play around with the devil. I hope they're happy. I hope they like it. I hope they understand what they actually got themselves into. Yeah. Either this is somebody you've known from a long time ago, or somebody's child. But they're looking now. They believe you now. Now they want to leave that shit alone. Don't leave it alone because you're scared. Not because you're scared, because you wasn't scared when you was doing it. So don't be scared when the devil say, hey, you, come on over here. You got a debt to settle. Don't be scared then. Right. All the way out. Exactly. What's the message, Spirit? I just say if you can't help somebody, definitely don't place yourself in a position to harm somebody. That's when you fuck up. You know, if you can't help them, don't hurt them. Yeah, it's time for somebody to stop all the gossip. Somebody know they don't need to say another motherfucking thing. They don't need to say peep, squat, shit, fuck, nothing. They need to shut all the way up. All the way up. And somebody it's like this could be a Leo with the Queen of Wands and the Strength card. I'm telling you, I got a plan. I got an idea. Here, let's do this. Let's do this. But nobody want to listen to somebody with that fish in that cup. Like I said, they leaving this person all the way alone. They turning their back on this person. And somebody thought that, oh, well, I still got so-and-so. Them and so-and-so was sitting here arguing, fussing, fighting. So-and-so getting ready to leave them. That's what they get. That's it. Leave them to their devices. That King of Cups, he's out. He's out because you made that judgment call because you knew that King of Cups was working with the enemies to overpower you. But like I said, all that black magic didn't do a damn thing. Only thing it did was give them a curse. As they was being foolish, walking off the edge of the ledge until they figured out they done fucked themselves up. All because they wanted what you had. Your gifts. Your inheritance. You's God's favorite child. Come on now. Stop playing. Stop playing. You want it? You got to work up to it. You got to pull yourself up out the mud just like Collective did. Ain't shit for free. Ain't shit for free. We got to even pay for water. Hell. Ain't shit for free. You got to pay for advice. You got to pay for water. You got to pay for oxygen. All that shit. We got to pay for clean air. All that. Ain't nothing free. And you taking something, come on. Thinking they were going to take something. Now somebody want to act like they want to pray. You know what God said? Miss me with that bullshit because you didn't even use your intuition whenever you had the opportunity to use your intuition. But now that you're getting caught stealing, now you want to lay them swords down. Fuck that. Fuck that. Just whenever you thought that you was going to mistreat somebody else and give somebody better and everything was going to turn out in your favor. That one, they getting theirs too. They got their own curse too. The liar is going to have everybody stabbing them in the back, lying about that ass. That's the curse that they get. That's the curse that they get. All because they was trying to trap one of God's special angels in this cycle. Trap you. Knowing that you chose to represent God, not the motherfucking devil. There's a big difference here. Somebody didn't realize that shit. The big difference. Whose side are you on? Anyway, Any fucking way. Whose side are you on? That's who you need to, that's where you need to stand then. Like I said, they were shocked with you, and they really shocked to find that you standing on business. You ain't coming back. You don't care. You don't care if they don't have, if they out on the street. You don't care if they ain't got shit to eat. You don't care if they butt booty naked in the street. You don't give a shit. They should have thought about that shit before they try to stroke their meat. Come on now. You don't give a shit, especially since this person been under spiritual investigation for a long time. They've been under spiritual investigation for a long time. Because God was looking at how they've been treating you and everything that they've been doing, everything they've been saying, all of it. God been looking at that. Karma been building up for a while with this motherfucker. A while. And they finally getting theirs. Finally. Just when they thought they was home free, they got the stop sign. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going no damn where. Hey, Bobby Dale. Stop sign. Spirit said, don't say another motherfucking thing about my chosen. And I mean that. Because if you ain't never had the shit slapped out of you and have that hand come down from heaven just to pop you in your chops, I suggest you don't start no shit. What's the message? Anything else? Yes. Yep. Something about somebody's, they should have laid these swords down instead of trying to attack you in the first damn place. You know? And now it's like this whole relationship that y'all had, it's over. You don't even want this no more. You like, whatever. Like if you can't trust a person the first damn time, especially when they do some fuck shit, you know you cannot trust them ever again. We're going to get a couple of these. Then we'll close it down. Y'all, I'm so tired. I went back to sleep this morning because I don't know what the hell time it was, but I had to get up and do this read. And I tried laying there, but Spirit was like, oh, you just going to lay here until you get up and do this. As soon as I was finished with that read this morning, I went and laid down. I was like, done. Okay. These are them. Yes. Telling you, this liar is sitting here thinking, what just happened? They confused. You are, on the other hand, accomplished and polished. You're confident, you're intelligent, and you are well put together. Because you know what, and you know that it just takes a little bit of faith, that mustard seed, and that's what it was. That liar is shocked. I'm telling you, somebody, they don't know what happened. They have no idea what happened. 1 minute they was riding high. Next thing you know, somebody was scraping them off the bottom of their shoe like they was a piece of stuck gum. Now somebody want to find their way back. Good luck on that way. Were you back to what? Back to where? You need directions to the Amtrak, to the bus station. Where you trying to go? Where you trying to go, sir or ma'am? How can I help you, sir, ma'am, mister? Because we ain't on the first name basis anymore. Yeah, I don't know who you are. You know, especially if you were sitting here trying to, anytime you trying to do some fuck shit to the collective, we don't know who you are anymore. Sir, ma'am, what's your problem? It's like it's a new beginning for us. Then we're going to be extremely transparent with exactly how we feel. Because where we at, love lives here. We ain't about no fuck shit. Yep. Thanks for the ride. Thanks for the ride, but we ain't for that fuck shit. Yep. Now somebody knows that they need to exercise some caution and they need to look around, think twice. What does your gut say? Go slowly, because they fuck themselves up. They not protected. Their intuition ain't working. They don't know what's getting ready to happen. They could hear, they just hoping that somebody say, careful, there's a piano falling from the 18th floor. So instead of them usually